Hey everybody, this is Mo Elias. I'm here with my partner Aslan, and we are the co-founders of Framing POS. Aslan, what's going on, man? Aslan, I can't hear you.
Oh, my bad. I was muted. Yeah. I'm doing good. How are you, Mo?
Good, man. Hey, I saw you testing some stuff,
Mhm.
so I saw the emails come through. I'm like, oh god, he's testing stuff. So, guys, today we have some exciting stuff. I'm going to show you guys what this is, and if anybody who uses this stuff will know. So we're going to have some news about this. We have some progress made, and we also added some vendors, framing vendors, and so on. Maybe Aslan, I can lead with that if that's all right.
Yeah, that's
All
fine.
right. So let's see here. So we got these Matboard vendors. We got all the main ones: Artique, Bainbridge, Crescent, and Peterboro. I think what's missing is the Risings. I don't know who else is there. There's some smaller ones, or not so small, but stuff that I don't use in the shop a lot. Actually, the front of the shop is busy today, but I got these are my Matboards here. So those are my Matboard vendors. We've got these molding vendors. I'll just name them out, but you can see at the bottom of the screen. I got AMPF, I got Bella, I got Decor, Larson, Omega, Roma, South Star Studio, and Vermont. So if any of the vendors that you're using are not here, let me know, uh, or tell the vendors to send it to us. My email is at the bottom here, contact@framingpos.com. Um, Most of the vendors we should have a relationship with. We should be able to get the stuff. But if you give us a little push, you tell your vendors to help us, I think that'll be really good. All right. So let's see here. We're going to talk about Square integration in just a little bit. I just want to bring up one more thing here. If you are looking, oh, there's a comment here. Oh, Kyle International. I just emailed International. I met my international rep, and I ordered some stuff from him last week. And I emailed him, and he said he's going to send the right people. So I'll be able to add international hopefully very soon. Let's see here. We had this. So you get 2 hours of free consultation and a setup by Sheila, and I just put a link to that so you can see. If you go to our website, let me see if I can share a screen here quick. Screen share. There. Okay. So if you look here at the bottom, it says book time with Sheila to set up. You click on that, and then you set up half-hour increments depending on when it works for you. 1 hour increments, sorry. And we are paying for the first 2 hours with Sheila. So you set it up here, and you just go to our website, info@framingpos.com, click at the third button here, and then she will help you set up. So we will pay for the first 2 hours, and after that, you can talk to her about your pricing and so on. Let me go back to the screen here and do that. Okay. Aslan, you want to go ahead tell us some news about the Square integration? I'm actually excited about it. I was talking to Tom here about it, and I'm like, this is cool stuff. So go ahead, tell us about that if you don't mind.
Yeah, so we just added the Square Invoice integration. So from our invoice screen, let me just present that real quick. Share. All right, can you guys see my screen?
Maybe a little small.
All right, let me zoom in a little bit.
Yep, I see it now.
All right. So in the settings, we have now an option for Square where you can just click on Connect to Square, and then you'll be logged in. You can choose your store location. So for now, we just put in Framing POS for ours. So here, if I go to the invoices, let me just go to an existing invoice. All right, so this is an invoice in my name. I just put in a random amount for shipping, say $5. And then here, in the dropdown, we can select Square integration. So let's put in $5. So here, when I click on the send button, it'll do its thing, and their Square invoice is created. So if I copy this link and go here, you can see Framing POS Inc. has sent you an invoice for $5, and then the customer can pay this off. You can do this as many times as you want. So if I go back here and add another one, I'm just going to pay the rest of the balance. Click send. And there we go. So this is the second invoice for 41 cents. And you can see that the invoice number is consistent with whatever the invoice number is in here. So 1037. This is the first one we made, 1037.1 and 1037.2. And then once this is paid off, this payment method will update based on whatever they used to pay. So,
Aslan, is this active right now for people who are beta testers to test out?
Yes, this is active on the live site right now.
Okay.
So all you gotta do is go to settings, integrations, and then there's gonna be a connect to Square. Let me show you that actually. Let me disconnect. Here, when you click on connect to Square, and then you just allow all this information, and there we go, we're connected.
Nice. Now, when the payment is made, does that come back and record the payment completed?
Yes, it does. So that will update your invoice. So let me go back to the invoice. So yeah, whenever you create a Square invoice like this, we're going to set the amount. Let's actually do it for a new invoice.
Aslan, I got a real-time suggestion for you about the interface.
Sure.
Go through the motion. Don't hit send to Square. I'll show you what I mean.
So let's do $10 for this. I'll put it to Square invoice, and then you
right here. Look, yeah. What if you don't show the send to Square button until somebody puts in the amount they want to send? Because if you hit the send button now, there's no amount, right? Is that possible?
Yeah, that is true. So if I click on send right now, it's going to say an amount is required.
Sure.
So there's like error handling baked in.
I see. Okay.
But yeah, I can just like
what if you didn't show the button until the amount is put in, and then it shows, hey, send to Square. So this way, you know, the amount is there first, and then the send to Square button shows up after it.
Yeah, that makes sense. So whenever I put in an amount here, then the button will
yeah,
appear.
How about that? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, any like UI changes I can make pretty quickly.
Very cool.
But yeah, once we save the invoice, they pay for it, and then the amount will update here.
Sure.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for the Square invoices.
Okay, so today we were also working on the Square terminal, and I put an asterisk. It showed up as an 8. Let me fix that. That's supposed to be an asterisk. Oh, there you go. It's always user error, not computer error. Oh, they don't show. Oh, that's why. Okay, they don't show the asterisk. Anyway, so we're the next integration. We had it ready, but it wasn't fully finished. So the Square integration is this. If you guys have the Square terminal in your shops, basically you go to what Aslan was showing you at the invoice, you put in the amount, and that amount will show up here. Then the customer will tap in the card over here. The payment goes back to the system and marks the payment, the type, and successful payment shows as payment already, and also figures out, okay, it was a Visa because Square will tell us what a card was. It would save it for you over there. So we'll show that probably next week. We try to get it done this week, but there were some bugs, and it wasn't ready. It wasn't ready for prime time.
Yeah. So the terminal is very similar. You just click on the drop down, select Square terminal, and then take the customer's payment, and it'll automatically reflect on the website.
Yeah, that'd be great. Okay, so now we're working on, what are we working on right now? Chris Sweeney had requested integration with Zoho Calendar, so we're working on that, correct?
Yes, we are doing Zoho Calendar as well as a Gmail integrations for automatically sending the invoices to customers. And we're also creating a brand new...
Isn't the Gmail integration finished?
Yes, but we just need to push that to the live site. So
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the Gmail integration is basically you click on print invoice, you click on send email, and then you get an attachment that would have. Is it going to be a PDF? Is it going to be a PDF invoice?
It's going to be a PDF. Yeah.
So it'll be a PDF invoice, but it will open in Gmail itself. Then you can schedule it and do all this stuff. You can do HTML, your signature. If you have a signature saved in Gmail, it will show up. So it'll be just like it would be not just like it would be exactly a native Gmail platform, but with your customer's name, subject, and body, and attachment already attached for you. So you don't have to worry about doing all that stuff. And then you do whatever else you do using regular Gmail. All right, tell me what else is happening.
Yeah, we're making a brand new template for the work orders when we print it. So we don't have to. We're no longer stuck with the default Control P that we have going on right now. So yeah, it's going to be a similar PDF to what you might be used to, like if you're using Frame Radio Lifesaver.
Yeah.
So we're going to have the options to choose which template you want to use.
Yeah, so it's going to be our template, and it'll be if you're currently using other templates, we'll have them similar, not exactly. I don't know if they're going to get upset if we use exactly the same layout, but we'll do similar layouts, so it's something recognizable. So you would go to your setting, you say I want to use a Framing POS template or template A, template B, and we'll have several templates you can pick from. Our template is going to have pictures, colors, probably. More user-friendly, at least for my shop. Actually, I asked my framer Tom to do it for me, so he just went to Adobe Illustrator. He put it together nicely the way we would like it. So I think that's going to be the most helpful. But if you're used to using one of the previous softwares, the work order is going to be very close to that. We're not going to copy it, but it's going to look like you're going to find your way a lot easier if you want to use one of those. Azan, what else we're working on? There was a couple of things that I forgot.
Let me see. Well, we're gonna have a whole app store where we can
oh yeah,
have different types of apps that you want to integrate with, like Zoho Calendar, for example. That's gonna be one of them.
So the Zoho Calendar is gonna be one of the apps. Chris Sweeney asked for it, so we're gonna have that as our first app because we think the app store is gonna be very helpful because everybody's gonna have an idea. And if they want to implement it, I think that'll be very helpful. So we're going to have that. And Chris, we're not going to charge you for the first app because you're always a supporter, and that'll be our first app. So we're kind of self-serving here. We're not charging you. All right. We are still taking some beta testers. I'm going to say we're at 18 or 19. We want to cap it at 20 or maybe 25. So if you still want to sign up as a beta tester, go to info.framingpos/beta. And then it's going to cost you, do I have that in a graph here somewhere? Yep, right there. So as a beta tester, you pay $99 one-time fee, plus you get free service for 6 months. Then you pay $1 a day billed monthly until the end of 2025. In 2026, you're going to pay $55 a month, and that's it. Okay, let's see here. I think I covered most of the stuff. I don't see any questions on Facebook or YouTube. Let me look on Instagram.
Yeah, remember to go to info.framingpos.com if you want to become a beta tester.
Oh, what happened to my graphic? Here's my graphic. All right, so here's my graphic. If Aslan, if you don't have anything to add and there are no more questions for me to address, we'll say goodbye, and then we'll catch up again next week. We're going to do one of these we're going to try to do one of these every Tuesday at 5 o'clock, time permitting, circumstances permitting. This way we'll come keep up with what's going on, inform you, and maybe take some of your questions. We have to add international. Kyle asked for international. I got to get in touch with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good. Take care, everybody, and catch up with you later.
All right. Have a good one, guys.